What if I told you that losing everything could be the moment your life truly begins? That bankruptcy, grief, and desperation could become the foundation for extraordinary success. Today, I'm going to share with you an incredible story that will challenge everything you think you know about failure, faith, and the power of the human spirit. Imagine being a widow, drowning in debt, with creditors calling every hour, facing the possibility of losing your home and having absolutely nowhere to turn. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. This is the reality that changed one woman's life forever, and her journey from rock bottom to millionaire entrepreneur will leave you speechless. The devastating loss that started it all. Sarah Mitchell thought she had it all figured out: a comfortable middle-class life, a loving husband of 23 years, and dreams of a peaceful retirement. But life had other plans. When her husband James suddenly passed away from a heart attack at 52, Sarah discovered something that shattered her world completely. The family business they had built together was drowning in hidden debt. The night that changed everything. On a cold February night, with foreclosure papers scattered across her kitchen table and her phone disconnected for non-payment, Sarah found herself alone in the darkness of her empty house. She had exactly $47 in her checking account, no job prospects at 55, and creditors threatening legal action. This was her rock-bottom moment. But sometimes it's in our darkest hours that we find our greatest strength. That night, Sarah did something she hadn't done since childhood. She got on her knees and prayed with everything she had left. Not for money, not for a miracle bailout, but for guidance, strength, and a sign of what to do next. The unexpected answer. The next morning brought what seemed like another blow. While cleaning out James's old desk drawers to sell the furniture, Sarah discovered a notebook filled with his business ideas and dreams he had never shared with her. Page after page of sketches, business plans, and innovative solutions for problems he had noticed in their community. One idea in particular caught her attention: a concept for helping other widows and widowers navigate the complex world of insurance claims and financial reorganization after losing a spouse. James had written, "Someone needs to help people like us before they hit rock bottom." This wasn't just a business idea, it was her calling. Starting with nothing but faith. With no money for office space, equipment, or even business cards, Sarah made a decision that would define her future. She would start her consulting business from her kitchen table using the last 47 she had to create simple flyers. She studied insurance law at the local library, learned about grief counseling, and reached out to other widows in her community. Her first client was her neighbor, Mrs. Henderson, who had been struggling with her husband's insurance claim for 8 months. Sarah helped her navigate the paperwork for free, just to test her system. When Mrs. Henderson received a $50,000 settlement she thought was lost forever, word began to spread. The power of serving others. What happened next defied all conventional business wisdom. Instead of charging high fees like traditional consultants, Sarah worked on a success-based model. She only got paid when her clients received their rightful benefits. This approach, born from her own desperation and empathy, created something remarkable. Clients didn't just see her as a consultant. They saw her as someone who truly understood their pain. Within 3 months, she was helping 5 families a week. Within 6 months, she had recovered over $2 million in benefits for her clients and was earning more than she ever had in her previous life. Scaling beyond survival. But Sarah's vision extended far beyond just surviving her own crisis. She realized that millions of people faced similar struggles when dealing with insurance companies, government benefits, and financial institutions after losing a loved one. She began developing training programs, creating online courses, and building a network of certified consultants who could help families nationwide. The woman who once couldn't afford her phone bill was now building a multi-million-dollar business that was genuinely changing lives across the country. The mindset that created millions. What set Sarah apart wasn't just her business model. It was her revolutionary approach to money and success. Instead of focusing on getting rich, she focused on solving problems. Instead of competing with others, she lifted them up and created partnerships. Her daily routine still included the prayer practice that had started her journey, but now it wasn't born from desperation. It was born from gratitude and a desire to serve at an even higher level. She often says, "I didn't become a millionaire by chasing money. I became a millionaire by chasing purpose." The compound effect of authentic success. By her third year in business, Sarah's company had helped families recover over $50 million in benefits and settlements. Her online training programs were being used by financial advisors and insurance professionals worldwide. She had written 2 best-selling books, was featured on major news networks, and had built a team of over 200 certified consultants. The woman who once faced bankruptcy was now worth over $8 million. But the real transformation wasn't in her bank account. It was in the thousands of families who no longer had to face their darkest moments alone. The ripple effect of faith-based action today, Sarah's story continues to inspire people facing their own impossible situations. She's created scholarship programs for other widows starting businesses, established a foundation that provides free services to families below certain income levels, and has become a sought-after speaker on turning crisis into opportunity. Her message is simple but powerful. Your greatest failure can become your greatest success, but only if you're willing to transform your pain into purpose and your desperation into determination. The universal lessons. Sarah's journey from bankruptcy to millions isn't just about one woman's success. It's about principles that any of us can apply. It's about the power of faith, not as passive hope, but as active trust that guides bold action. It's about finding opportunity in crisis, serving others even when you have nothing, and believing that your struggles can become the very foundation of your success. Most importantly, it's about understanding that true wealth isn't just about money. It's about the impact you create and the lives you touch along the way. This story proves that no matter how dark your situation may seem, no matter how many doors have closed, no matter how many people have counted you out, your comeback story is still being written. Sarah Mitchell went from having $47 in her account to building an $8 million business. But more importantly, she went from feeling powerless to empowering thousands of others. The question is whether you have what it takes to overcome your challenges. The question is whether you're ready to discover the extraordinary strength that's already inside you. If Sarah's story has inspired you, I want to hear from you in the comments below. What impossible situation are you facing right now that could become your greatest opportunity? Hit that subscribe button if you want more stories of incredible transformations. And give this video a thumbs up if you believe that faith and action can move mountains. Remember, your breakthrough might be just one prayer, one decision, one bold action away.